everyone, welcome back to another live Anthwood Movie Mania, and because we are live, I am joined once again by my amazing co-host at Spooky Fox Horror, Shannon. If you haven't checked out our channel, please make sure you do because stuff is amazing. So once again, to my co-host Shannon, welcome to the channel.
Hello. I am so tired.
Me too. I mean, is it snowing where you are? 'Cause it's just started snowing here.
When I got up this morning, the tops of people's sheds and the tops of the fences and stuff had a little layer of snow, but it's been quite wet here, so I don't think it'll lay.
Yeah,
But
it's
where
been...
I am, it does proper snow and snow quite deep, so that's exciting. Coming
Snowmen
from
at the
somewhere
weekend.
in Yorkshire where it never ever snows, like I'm 28 and I've never had a snowy Christmas. Because where I grew up, it's right on like a river, like an estuary, so it never ever snowed. And then moving here, and last year there was like 4 feet of snow. I was like, what the fuck? It was great.
Yeah, I've had it snow on Christmas Day once.
Oh, I've never had a white Christmas.
Yeah, but weirdly enough, right, last year or the year before, we went to a do you know, like, where, like, in a town where they do like the Santa parade and the light switch on.
Mm-hmm.
So they had like in our town, they had like a big stage, and like they have like guests come on, and like they have like songs, and you know, like people doing all the Christmas songs and everything like that. And it was like late on the night, and Shaky Stevens, the song came on. Snow is falling, that song, and then it started snowing.
Oh wow. Magical.
And everyone just lost it. Like everyone just proper, because like it just proper came down dead heavy with snow, and that song came on, and everyone was just like over the moon with it all. It was crazy, but it was a good moment to have.
I bet, especially for the little one.
Yeah, like all the little kids were just dancing all over the place. But like they said, oh, we're going to do the fireworks at 6 o'clock, and then it got to nearly 8 o'clock, and they still hadn't done it. I'm like, oh, we're just another hour away, and they're like, oh wait a minute, we've got like 3-4-year-olds here, like we're absolutely freezing, like -1 degree. So, so like we're like, right, we're off, we're out of here. Then when we got to the car, all you heard was. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so let's get into it. This is going to be an off the cuff, no written questions, anything like that. We're just going to chat about everything and anything. So since the last time we've been on here, and obviously we're going to be talking about our weekend, a full weekend recap of For the Love of Horror. Also, so before we get into For the Love of Horror, we'll make that our last thing. What have you been up to since the last time we spoke?
I actually was poorly for like a full month. Because the last live we did, I was really poorly. Like, I was coughing, dying.
I remember that.
And then, yeah, I was doing remote press coverage for Grimfest, but I kept losing my voice. And I was so poorly, I got really behind with that. And then I recovered in time to For the Love of Horror. And then 3 days after getting back from For the Love of Horror, I was absolutely dying, like, worse than before.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I had a little social media break and stuff because I just couldn't recover. I was just dying. Like, I'm still coughing a little bit, but during my nursing training in 2020, I was on a COVID ward for a placement, and I caught long COVID. So if I get anything chesty or with a cough, like the cough stays for ages.
Oh, really?
So it's been a month and I'm still coughing, but I feel a lot better in myself. But yeah, I was dying. But other than like For the Love of Horror and some remote stuff for Grimfest, I've not really been up to much, to be fair. We took my little girl to like a firework display for bonfire night, and that was it.
No, I had to work bonfire night. I normally have it off. Like I normally put a week's holiday in, but because Halloween was the week before, normally like to coincide with like my holidays. But like I didn't get a chance to have it off, so I had to work bonfire night this year, which was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
But I was actually relieved because of firework. My wife and that went to like mum and dad's house, and apparently a firework, like the last firework they did, like tilted and it like flew in the house.
Oh my god.
yeah, like bounced off one of the chests and flew in the house. I was like, maybe it was a good job I didn't go.
Yeah, that's not good. We didn't even really get to celebrate Halloween because I was so poorly.
Oh.
So it's like I was so excited all of spooky season, and then Halloween day we went out for a coffee, and then that was it because I felt really rough. And then it's like it's Christmas, so I feel like I just missed the whole spooky week of Halloween.
Yeah, it's to be fair, like for Halloween we went. What did we do? We did all sorts for Halloween. Do you know what? Right, I wasn't. For me, every Halloween, like for I don't know how many years, I've loved decorating the house, like in everything. But this year, I just don't know what came over me. I just didn't feel like doing it. Like I just didn't like. I just like, oh, I can't be arsed this year. But I don't know if that was because like I was proper exhausted for the love of horror, or like I'd already like with all these interviews and live streams. Like I think I just like crashed out on it. But then again, we've had a cat, so this is like its first year of being in the house. So I'm thinking like with all these decorations, will it just turn to bits? So like, I think that was another factor into it.
Oh my god. We've got our Christmas tree up now and it's flocked, so it's got fake snow on it. My cats are insistent on trying to eat it, and it's like toxic to cats, and it's just so stressful. Because you just try and keep them away from it constantly, and they're just adamant. They just want to be near it and rub on it, and it stresses me out. So this is the last year for our flocked one. I think we're going to get a different one next year.
Oh, right, hang on. I'm just going to try something. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, no, hang on. No, you still. Oh, I was just going to try and put the comments on, but because like with this app that I use, it won't show on the things. That's all. Like I can see the comments, but I can see the comment, but it won't show up on. Like because I have to pay a yearly. I think it's like 50 quid or something, and then I can like put comments on the screen, but I'm not gonna pay 50 quid for what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'll just shout. So Nerdy up north.
Woo.
Yeah, woo. Yeah, we know you are, Nerdy up north. They've said good morning. So good morning to you as well, if you're watching, if you're still on. If we haven't bored you too much yet. If anyone else who's watching wants to say morning, please do, and we'll give you a shout out. But yeah, like we went pumpkin picking. For Halloween, we did like our yearly. It's like our. I want to say, well, yeah, our eighth year pumpkin picking. We did because like the first year when he was a baby, we got like an oversized pumpkin, and then we like cut the arms and legs, like we cut like 2 holes in the arms and legs, and then we stuck them inside it.
Yeah.
Took a picture of him in the pumpkin. But yeah, every year we've gone pumpkin picking. I don't know. We didn't do any Halloween discos this year. Normally we take them to one, but like Erin and her friends all take turns like at each other's houses, so you know what I mean. So they all like have a pie with the rest of the other kids. So they did that, and then I went out and drank all day. I did. It's not very rare that I do it, but I ended up doing a 2 p.m. till 2 a.m. on a drinking session. But I didn't. I came home because got it in. I'm coming down with snow here. I'm just watching my behind my window.
I'm so jealous. I hope it's.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I won't. I won't rock the camera. I'll leave it as it is. Yeah, like if I mix my drinks, like if I have 4 or 5 pints, I'm on my ass. But give me rum and cokes all day long, I'm like this, nothing.
Yeah.
So like I just stuck to that. I had a few Coronas. I had a couple like I think I had about 2 pints, a few Coronas, and then I stuck the rum and cokes all night, and that was it. And then I woke up without an hangover. 10 o'clock, I was up making a Sunday dinner. Full road. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. By Sunday night, I felt wrecked. I was shattered.
Well, we normally go pumpkin picking in October, but yeah, this year, like I had so many things that I had in mind that I wanted to do over spooky season, and I was just dying. Like we didn't go pumpkin picking. We didn't even buy a pumpkin. We didn't carve a pumpkin. We didn't do anything because I was so poorly. But I know so many people were poorly for a really long time after For the Love of Horror this year.
I came down bad. I was bad on the day. I mean, I'll get into it like when we talk about it. But on the Sunday, like obviously I might not have looked it, but I was thrown up all day, like on the Sunday. So like in the video that I made, like obviously it looks like I'm happy and smiling, but I was absolutely like crippled because I was just barking my guts up all day. But I don't know whether, because like the only thing I had was I don't know if it was one of them like I had a burger when I met you, obviously outside. Like I was eating that burger, and that was like the last thing I had on that day. And then I went on the Sunday. I had a breakfast, and then my stomach just flipped on me, and I was just barking for days. So I don't know if it was that burger van or what. I don't know. But yeah, like what have I been up to? Oh, that was it. I got invited. Eh?
You've done a lot of interviews.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember how many I've done since the last time we spoke. You've actually, I can't actually remember I've done that many bloody videos. Obviously, I did. Oh, right, yeah, I'll get my rant out the way. Okay, I'll get my big rant out the way since we were talking about it. Right, so last night I did an interview with Ari Lehman, and he knew I'd give him a week he knew exactly what time we were meant to be doing it. And it was at 11 o'clock last night. And I kept messaging him every day, looking forward to it. Make sure you're there. Like, I'll send you the link 10 minutes before we go live to make sure, like, you're sound checking everything. And he was like, oh, yeah, mint. Then come 11 o'clock last night, nowhere to be seen. So I was like, right, I'll give him half an hour just to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then he messages me saying, oh, I'm just on my way back from doing my shopping. So I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, right. He was like, oh, do you want to reschedule it? And I was like, no. I was like, no. I said, we're doing it tonight. So he was like, right, okay. 45 minutes later, he messages me saying, are you sure you don't want to reschedule? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I can wait. So he was like, oh, the link's not working that you sent me. So I was like, oh my God. But I was like, right, I'll email you it. And then finally it worked. But then as soon as he came on, he was like, are you ready to go? Let's go. Let's get this done and dusted. So I was like, oh, I'll try not to keep you too long. I was like, oh, good. Let's just get on. Like, and I tried to ask him, like, because like with my interviews, obviously, so we've got Christopher Reid. He said Jesus. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was because of my what I'm ranting about right now. I have no idea. But I need a bit more than that, Christopher. we need more info than just Jesus. If it's about the Ari Lehman interview, please let me know. But yeah, like with me, obviously with me, like when I do my interviews, I like to do a full backstory right up to what they're doing now. And he just wanted to like skip. I had to like miss half my questions out, which done my head in. So like I was having to like it was like it's the only thing he kept doing my head in because like he kept jumping the gun every time. He was like, "Oh, do you know this? Do you know this?" And I'm like, "You're telling everything within 5 minutes." So I was like, "You can't." It's like you can't do that. I was like, oh. So I was like, the way he was going, the interview was going to be over within about 15 minutes. And I said, I'm not staying up till 2 in the morning for 15 minutes. So,
I guess that's what most actors and stuff are used to, though, aren't they? It's like really quick. Like when you're doing film festivals and stuff, when you get an interview window, it's normally like 15-20 minutes if you're lucky. Sometimes when you're doing remote press, it's like you've got a 5-minute interview, 10-minute interview.
Yeah, that's well, I don't mind that, like, but when I had like a full like set of questions, I was just trying to like slowly take them through it because like I want them to brag about themselves. That's why I get them on the channel to like because like I want them to. Right, Chris preset. Hang on a minute, because someone's. So Christopher Reed about shopping and latest. Yes, I was a bit fuming with that, and no, I do not pre-send the questions. Some do. Leslie Hoffman, she wanted me to pre-send all of her questions so she had a good sense of like what thing I was going through. But I do go through when I'm talking to them before I go live. I do give them like a little rundown of the questions that I will be asking them about. It was mostly about Friday the 13th because I knew that's what he wanted to talk about more than anything. But I wanted to just ask him like how he got into the music business because that's his main thing at the minute as well, and how he grew up into like loving music. So I think most of the questions aren't like they're pretty straightforward questions, like where they should know. Like I won't say like, oh, you were somewhere on this date in 1987. Can you tell me about this question? Like I wouldn't like give him like impossible questions. Like it's, my questions are like pretty like straightforward. Like how was your time on set? Do you have good memories of being there? Like something that can like like pretty much answer like straight away that they'll know. Like I'd never give them impossible questions. Right, hang on. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
it is proper coming down. Yeah, it said it was meant to come down like loads today or like over the next couple of days. Whether it lays or not, I don't know. But yeah. So Ari Lehman, I interviewed him. Who else did I interview? Oh, that was it. Oh my god, I've completely gone blank. If anyone can remember, I interviewed someone the other week. Who was it? Oh my god, my mind is just completely blank. But anyway, right, I will have interviewed somebody. I know I would have. Oh god, that's gonna bug the living daylights out of me now. I can't remember who it is.
I know you're constantly posting your interviews and.
Yeah, it's gonna bug the living. Once I see it, I'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, so I did that. Obviously, I've interviewed someone else who can't. It's gonna bug the living daylight. Adam Marcus, I interviewed him, the director of Friday the 13th. Yeah, I had an amazing chat with him. I don't know if he was the last person I interviewed. Like, oh no, it was Sean Clark. Sean Clark, that was it. He was it for the love of horror.
I've not watched that interview yet. It's on my list to watch.
Yeah, that was it. Sean, how the hell did I only interviewed him the other night. How the hell have I? No, last week. I interviewed him last week. How the hell have I like forgot that? Yeah, Sean Clark, I interviewed him. I was talking to him earlier on this year, or it might have been last year. But like obviously with the schedules and everything like that, it's just like him constantly going to comic con, like horror cons, and like doing his own YouTube series, Horror Hollow Grounds, and everything like that. Which like have you ever watched that Horror Hollow Grounds where he does like all the film movie locations?
I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel and I've seen bits and pieces, but I don't watch religiously.
No, I don't like. I only. Yeah, to be fair, I've only watched like 1 or 2 episodes, so I couldn't. But yeah, he would sound like. Obviously, I met him for the love of horror, and then I got him to sign my Taking Shape book with Christopher Nelson. Like, but he would sound though like. Obviously, I paid to see Christopher Nelson and like talk to him about his time on like the Blumhouse trilogy, Halloween trilogy.
Mm.
But he was sounding like he took a free picture. Sean Clark, he took a free picture. He signed my book for me as well. Give me a couple of free stickers that he had on him. So I was like, oh, we've got. We were talking like through the year, and obviously your work schedule's crazy. I said, would be any chance I can get you on like within the next couple of weeks or something? He was like, oh, message me back in November, and we'll get it sorted. And then I messaged him. He was like, right, I'm free this date. Let's do it. So I was like,
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I didn't realise that he is the agent for like Christopher Nelson, Nick Castle, like loads of other. He has his own agency, celebrity agency called All Star Conventions. So like all of them people that were there pretty much have to go through his agency to get bookings for like horror cons.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he goes to them all with them, because like when they get paid, like when people pay them, a percentage goes to him as well.
Nice.
Like through his agency. So I didn't, like, he was explaining, like, I didn't know all about that, but
I did wonder why he was so involved, because he's like, he does social media, but he's like a normal person. He's not like an actor or in the industry other than doing that.
Yeah, he was saying to me, because like obviously he's like friends with like all these celebrities, but he's like, the reason why they all like him is because he just acts like a normal person. He doesn't like fanboy out on them. It's like he doesn't like constantly like, or like talking about the film, constantly asking him tons and tons of questions. Like he just acts like a normal person, like goes and hangs out with them and just talks about like normal things, like what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's why they all like him so much. But yeah, I had an amazing chat with him. Then I had an interview with Adam Marcus. That was the previous one I did before that. We talked about his time directing Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell. I had an amazing time. Like, to be fair, that conversation probably could have gone on about another. I mean, it went on for an hour and a half, but the way he was talking, it probably could have gone on for about another hour. So I had to like cut him off. I didn't want to, but I was like, I can't like keep going for 3 hours. But yeah, I've had like, and then Christopher Reid are like normal people, to be fair, unless they are weirdly eccentric.
Mm-hmm.
He was quite eccentric. I will say this. I mean, he was smoking a pipe at the time when he first started.
I love that.
I couldn't see it because like when I'm looking at you now, you're like the screen's like tiny as because I've got everything else around it. But like obviously when I watch it back on the big screen, it's like you're massive. But like at the time, I couldn't see. So he started smoking a pipe. I was like, when I watched it back this morning, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell?
My nose ring keeps sliding out.
Oh, your nose.
Yeah.
Take it out.
I felt it like sliding off. Yeah.
But yeah, what else have I done? Oh, I got invited to my first movie film festival, which I was over the moon with. Yeah. Yeah, it was called Fear Screen.
Nice.
So a new local cinema that I'd opened in town like a couple of months ago. And this with film festival called Fear Screen. And I just messaged them and I was like, oh, what's this about? I was like, because I'm interested. I want to try and get into all these things. Like I want to try and like get into all these like film festivals and like do reviews and stuff. And they were like, oh, come down. Like it's a free event. So I was like, all right. So they're like, just come down, and you can get talking to everyone. You can interview. I said, like, obviously I'm doing it for YouTube. Like, oh, you can come down. Well, you can interview whoever you want. So I went down on the day, and all the people started coming in, and then they've done a thing called, they set out a challenge for people to submit their like horror shorts. So the shots had to be like 2.5 to 3 minutes long, and they had eight like short films that had come on, so they'd put them on the big screen for like everyone. And it was called a 48-hour challenge. So these people had 48 hours to make a short video, and then everyone like came in, they presented it all, and I was like, so I said, look, is it all right if I interview you? So everyone who did one, I sat them down, I interviewed them, like I asked them how they made the film, like how long did it take, like what ideas they got behind making it, and I did that with all of them, and then I interviewed the people that were actually hosting the event, so they sat down with me, they'd give me a full explanation of what it was, and then, but then the only thing, they showed the full, like all these shots, and then they were putting 2 feature-length films on, like after it, but then like everyone who watched, who like stayed to put their shorts on, they left the event. It was like they done their competition, and then instead of staying and like supporting I've got Hailstone now. I'm getting every type of weather. So everyone who like submitted their stuff and like watched it, they all left, so they didn't even get to watch the 2 feature-length films that were on. So I was
That's
like,
really
I thought that's a bit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the people who made them 2 feature-length films, like were there, like who were like part of the projects. Like there was the director of one of them, he was sat there, and someone else who was like part of like who got involved with like the market and everything. And by the end of it, there was like, I mean, to be fair, there was only like 3 rows. Not many people turned up. There was like 3-4 rows, and then there was like probably a row and a half by the end of it all. Like, I know, that's what I mean. Like, I was like, what's wrong with you? I mean, you're getting to see 2 films for nothing.
Yeah.
Because like it's a free event. The full thing was free.
Yeah, and just
So,
like meeting the
yeah, but
people in the industry is so important.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, the first film was The Cellar. That I know that you've
I've
reviewed.
reviewed that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I got given I've been sent an early screening of it, like a few weeks beforehand. But when I'd seen the thing like for the event that they were showing it, like I didn't watch it, like because I thought, oh, I might as well watch it on the big screen instead of just watching it on my phone. So I thought it'd be better like just watching it on on the big screen than anything. And the second one was called Drained, which surprisingly took me by. It was such a good film. It was about a love story between a woman vampire in London, and she's like, I mean, I did like a full review on it, like, but where she's like, it's about like addiction, pretty much, like a different take on vampires, like what the vampire craves blood, like the person who she's feeding off, but the bloke gets a high off it from like being fed on, but like it's killing him. He knows it's killing him, but he can't stop, like getting the high, and like but like doesn't matter for her because she can just move on to the next person. But if you ever get the chance to watch it, I think it comes out. I think it might be out already. No, it comes out in February. I think it comes out in February. I think. But it was class. But then, so we watched the 2 full films, and then afterwards they done like a full Q&A, like with the 2, like the director that was there. Now I did film it like as part of like the video I made. I did film it, but then my bloody mics went off because like I'd been using them for that long on the day.
Yeah.
Like the mics ran out of battery, so I was filming it, and when I like looked it back when I got home, it was just all like muted, so you couldn't hear anything. So I was like,
so stressful.
So, but then like I filmed my ending as well in the lobby, and then I looked it back, and I'm just like, So I was like, oh, you are joking. So I had to film. So I had to re-edit it and film my ending in the garage. I was like, no. but yeah, considering like it was a free rent, I was there from 3:30 till 11 o'clock in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a full on, but like the staff were class as well. I was talking to like one of the staff behind the till, and she gave me like a free box. I think she must have felt sorry for me because I was on my own. She gave me like a couple of free drinks and a big box of like hot barbecue chips.
Oh, nice.
So like I was like, oh, do you want me to pay for it? And she was like, nah. She's like, go on. So I was like, but before
probably
that, though, I
realised
had like
you've been there for quite a while.
yeah, like I turned up half an hour before it all started.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was just sat there for half an hour because I'd went to town a few hours before, like just to have a look around some charity shops and everything. And I went for a dinner. I ended up having like a massive parmo and chips before, like, cause I thought I just need something to fill me up for the rest of the day. But I mean, the parmo I had was like, like filled the full plate, so like it stuffed me up. And then
I love that me, you, and Amy, the Disturbing Dissector, had a full conversation about a Palmer at For the Love of Horror. I've still
we'll get into that. We will get
further north and have one.
Yeah, we'll get into all that as we go. What else have I been up? Oh, the other night I went to see Five in Newcastle.
Nice.
It was good. Like I like all the Five songs, but I didn't think it was going to be good as what I thought it was going to be, and it was. It lived up to. There was a lot of drunk women everywhere.
I'm sure there was.
I was a minority. I bet. Yeah, it was good. We actually had a good day. We went to Nando's for some tea. Like we got up there dead early, so we got like a parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like outside the stadium, so where you don't have to park, so you go up there early enough. Then we went to Nando's for some tea. I had a double chicken breast peri chips and coleslaw and 4 Cokes because there were free refills. So I just,
nice.
As soon as I see a free refill anywhere like that, I just hammer them. So like I probably like, and then we left and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm still hungry. So we went to Cream's Desserts and we ended up getting a triple choc fudge cake.
Nice.
Like with ice cream. And I smashed that in. And then we went into this gay bar that was like a drag show. Like a drag show gay bar before. Because it was just heaving, because it was on the way to the arena. And it was heaving. Mm-hmm. And because like it was just, they were all going to the concert. And we went in and it was just full of all smashed women.
No.
Like they were just you could tell they were gonna be rough as the next day.
Yeah.
And this was it, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, bars always have the best vibes for sure. It's the best place on the night out.
I got myself a pint just to keep myself in check.
Mm-hmm.
But then like there was playing all the 5 songs, Spice Girls, and then by the end of it, like I was,
tipsy. Just a little bit.
Oh no, I only had one pint. I made sure I kept it straight. But yeah, then we went and seen Five, and then we had like a midnight, and then we got out straight away because like we left before they started saying goodbye to everyone before everyone like piled out.
Yeah.
And then like we were home from what normally takes about an hour and 20 minutes. We got home within like 45 minutes. So
nice.
Like there was no traffic on the road. We were straight out. It was just, but yeah, like we had a midnight. But yeah. Oh, right. What else have I reviewed? Oh, that was it. The Grimfest. So I got in touch with Grimfest. I asked for a full, like, so obviously, like what you do. I asked them about it, and then they give me the full list of the December from 5th to 8th, like the full list of their films. So
yeah, the Online Fest.
You are?
The Online Fest.
Yeah, the online
one.
Yeah, so I started like, I think I did about two 2 reviews, and then they messaged me saying, "Oh, you can't bring them out till after the thing's been done." So I was
Yeah,
like,
there's
"All
like
right,
an embargo on them.
yeah." Well, I didn't know that. Like, no one explained that to me. So I was like, "That's fine." I said that's not a problem. But I've just done a review. Like they've just like I messaged the director, like the person saying, "Oh, I've just done this review. When can I, like, Grimfest have told me like to wait." But I said, "So when is it all right for me to post it? Like, when would you like me to post it?" And they're like, "Oh, we've already done it. Like, it's already been premiered, so you can just post it whenever you want." So the review I've done is it's called the Shadows of Willow Cabin. I don't know if
Hmm.
you've heard that. But so what it is, it's about horror mixed with uh, uh, how can I word it? I mean, I worded it better in the review. It's like it's a story about like about 2 gays who go up into a willow, like into a cabin, and I can't think of the word. The word's lost me. But he's like struggling. One of them's struggling to come out as gay. Like
Hmm.
he's mixed, like his feelings are all mixed up, whether he's straight, bi, or gay. And he's invited this other fella up for the week um, to explore that connection. But there's like a dark presence in the cabin. But the way I've explained it, like the way I think the director was going with it, that they put the horror on the back foot and they're trying to explore, like, about being gay, like coming out, like the like turmoils of like coming out as gay, like being afraid and like what people will think and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
that's
Well, that
that's
can
the
be a really scary situation for people.
yeah, and they explain it through the film, like, oh, like how they've cut themselves and they've been banned and like because they don't want to tell anyone and this is the way to deal with it. And but like you can, but the as they're talking about that, like the horror bits like like it's like creeping like through the film as it's going on.
Hmm.
And then to be fair, at the end is like at the beginning of it, I did say this in the review, like, oh, this is going to be boring because like just following 2 people through a full film, like it's going to be like I even said this in the review, like I just thought it's going to be so boring. Just how can you like keep something going between 2 people through like a full hour and a half film? And then by the end of it, I felt so sad for them.
Hmm.
Like I felt so like as the film goes on and on and on, like you do like get invested in, you do care about them, and I was like, and it's got such. I don't want to spoil it, but it has such a sad ending.
Hmm.
So if you do get a chance to watch it because like it is actually a good film.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm doing the December Grimfest because I got the email for it. But like I've been so behind. Um and because I took a break when I was poorly, I'm trying to get back into like posting consistently again. So I'm
Mm.
like, I might not do any more festival because I've had another festival message me as well. I think it's in Soho. But I don't think I'm gonna do any more festivals until the new year, just because Christmas is so busy
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'm gonna obviously with Christmas coming up, I'll be taking a bit of a back seat. But like I
mhm.
just obviously with me posting so much over the last couple of weeks, because I just had so much going on. Um, but like I mean, obviously I'll try and do maybe once a week again. Like I will probably go, but in the new year I'll probably be going back to once a week if I can. Like, but
Mhm.
like obviously with October and for the love of horror and everything else I had going on, it was pretty much like 2 or 3 videos a week. So it was
Yeah,
like,
I think that's why I proper burnt out because there was so much going on September and then the start of October. By mid-October, I was just dying.
yeah, it always is every year, man. Because like obviously it's spooky season, and you just want to try and get as much spooky content as you can out. It can it can burn you out, can't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Shall we get into For the Love of Horror?
Absolutely. It's exciting.
I will let you tell me everything about your full. Oh, saying that, no, you were there 3 days, weren't you? So
We were there for the whole thing. We was so friggin' tired. So the Friday, we had to like get ready. We live in Buxton and my father-in-law lives in Macclesfield, so we had to take my little girl to Macclesfield, drop her off with her granddad for the couple of nights. So we had to drive from Buxton to Macclesfield, drop her off, settle her in, and then drive to Manchester for the opening screening. So the first film shown at the opening screening was the original Halloween, and Nick Castle was there, Sean Clark was there, and I can't think of his name, but the mask maker.
Christopher Nelson.
Yeah, he was there, and they was doing a commentary during the film, and that was so good. I'm not the biggest original Halloween fan. Like, I love Michael Myers as a character, but I really like Halloween too.
Really?
Yeah, Laurie annoys me, and just all the teenagers except Bob. I love Bob, and I love the actor that plays him. He's so sweet. But the teenagers in the original Halloween are just so annoying. Like, I don't care if they live or die. Like, I want them to die because they're annoying. But I appreciate Halloween a lot more now after watching the commentary, and because there was pointing out all the things that you didn't see. So every time it's a hand, it's not normally Nick Castle, it's like random cast members.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Oh, go on.
And is her name's not Jen Lynch, is it? But I think Jennifer, someone that worked on the film, a lot of it's her hand.
Yeah, so on the in the film, there are 3 people who play Michael Myers, not 2. I don't know if you knew that. Like in the actual film, there's 3 people. So you've got Nick Castle, Tony Moran, and Tommy Lee Wallace.
Yeah.
So like the Tommy Lee Wallace bit is where he's breaking through the wardrobe.
Yeah, they went over that in the commentary.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm so jealous that because like I would have given any like by the time we got down there, it was like 8:15, 8:30, something like that. And, like I would never have made it. So I'm so jealous.
But yeah, so we saw the Halloween commentary, that was amazing, and then they had a little bit of a break. In the break, they was playing wrestling songs, wrestling themes. They had Cody Rhodes' theme, they had Randy's theme, they had Punk's theme. So we was eating a hot dog and having a little vibe out to the wrestling music. Great. And then they had a Terrifier commentary where they were showing Terrifier 3. We only stayed for like half of that because it was getting really, really late. Because the first screening started late, and then they did like a Q&A afterwards where Nick Castle was asking questions, so it was all just going on a little bit later than planned. We're not the biggest Terrifier fans anyway, so we stayed for half of it. And Lauren Lavera? And Elliot.
Oh yeah.
Is it Fulham? Or am I making that up? I don't know.
The 2 main characters in the
the kids, 2 kids, the teenagers. Yeah. They was doing a commentary. But yeah, we left halfway through that, and obviously had to drive back to Macclesfield. And then I got up at 4 the next. So we got home at like 12 on the Friday night, and then I got up at 4.
Right, just so I know, if you drove back and forth each day?
Each time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The Friday night we drove from Buxton to Macclesfield, dropped my little one off, and then drove from Macclesfield to Manchester.
Oh my God.
Did the commentary, drove home and got home at like 12 p.m. I then got up at 4 a.m, got ready, and we drove to Manchester. We was at the convention all day, so from 9 a.m. when it opened until 6 p.m. when it closed, but then we was at the after party.
Oh, was that good?
It was really good. Yeah, so the Saturday we was just walking around, we did our stalls, shopping, got a few bits. Bumped into a lot of lovely people from the horror community. And this was really weird because I've been years before and like I've seen people and been like, oh, I know that they're so and so on Instagram or whatever. But this was the first year I had people come up to me and be like, oh my God, I watch your reviews or I watch your content, or people be like, you're Spooky Fox Horror. And I'm like, yeah, I am. But that was really surreal. I got a lot of pictures with a lot of the horror community, and that was really nice. But yeah, we was at the convention all day, and then we went to the after party, which I don't think any of the bands were actually very good this year. Tim Capella gave an amazing performance as always. But apart from that, all the other bands were just meh. But it was a really good night. Because I don't know if anyone follows Missing Goose on Instagram. If you're not already, follow her. She's
Weirdly
an
enough, right, I
angel.
was actually talking to her last night.
She's an angel. So she went on her own. So we spent a lot of the weekend like with her, making sure she was okay. And we also spent the Saturday with Horror Hub UK. Everyone should go follow him as well. Alex, he's great. But yeah, the after party was good. We was all just dancing. We had a few drinks, and then we drove back to Macclesfield. Got home at 1 a.m. I then got up at 4 a.m.
Oh
again
my God.
the next day for the Sunday, and then the Sunday we took my little girl. She was dressed as Chucky. So she, at the time, was 18 months old. She had the best day of her life. She was walking around, she was hugging some of the horror girlies, she was waving at everyone. There was someone called I'm trying to think what his Instagram's called. It's like Nero or something, Neuro. But it was cosplaying as like a big werewolfy peach fuzz looking guy. And she was obsessed with like waving at him because she's obsessed with dogs. But yeah, she was having a great time. She was waving at all the Michael Myerses and the ghost face. But yeah, Sunday we weren't there as long because previous years Saturday is really busy and then Sunday empties out. But Sunday this year was this is the busiest for the love of horror I've ever been to. It was like uncomfortably busy. So the Sunday we didn't stay the full day because we was absolutely shattered at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, we met Nick Castle on the Sunday, so we got there. My little girl had a run around. She was enjoying all the photo ops and stuff. We then queued for just over an hour to meet Nick Castle, and bless her, she did so well in the queue. Like she won't cry, and she was just like, they've got boards saying like Monopoly events, so she was just pointing at the letters.
Oh.
And then we met Nick Castle, and my partner got his Michael Myers mask signed by him.
All right, yeah.
That was my birthday present for him, like a Nick Castle autograph. And Nick Castle waved at Raven, and she waved at him in a little Chucky outfit. Yeah, and then we probably left about 3 o'clock on the Sunday, 3:30. Raven had a nap while we was there. Yeah, so we'd met Nick Castle, and then she went for a nap in her pram. So with all the noise and everything going on, she was still asleep for like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's still good.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a really good weekend. Nick Castle was the only guest we met this year because the prices are proper racked up this year compared to previous years. And for me personally, there weren't that many guests that I would have wanted to meet this year. I think compared to the last like 3 years, this year was like the weakest for me in terms of guests.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if anything else significant happened. It was just a really tiring weekend because we was just driving.
Yeah, it's a lot that like going back and forth and then only having like what 3 hours, 4 hours sleep. Like
Yeah, because when we left on the Sunday, we had to go back to Macclesfield, pack all of our stuff up, and then go back to Buxton.
fucking hell. I could never have done that. That'd be too much for me. That I'm so glad I stayed at a Premier Inn.
Mhm.
Yeah, but for me, like obviously for me, it was my first year there. I mean, I don't know when I'll be going back, like, because it's a lot of money for me to to spend.
It's a
But
lot.
obviously, yeah, for paying for Premier Inns, train there and back. Obviously, paying to get in, then all like get loads of stuff signed. It's a lot of money to go through, like to burn over one weekend.
It's a lot. We as of yet we don't like go on holiday or
Yeah,
like for us for the love of horror has been like our big
yeah.
weekend of the year.
Like
Um,
imagine that's like the same for a lot of people, though. Like who
mhm.
go with like that's their big thing of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And like my birthday's at the start of October, so I always say like I don't want presents, like just give me
Yeah,
convention money. Um, so
best
my
way to
one
go if
like
you love it, isn't it? Like,
splurge. Yeah, my one like splurge of the year is it for the love of horror.
yeah, I'd be the same. I mean, but to be fair, like considering you must have like went through some money on car fuel, like doing that all the time, surely.
So my partner actually borrowed his dad's car, which is an electric car.
Oh, all right,
It's
fair
so
enough.
much better. But if he'd have used his own car, it would have cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah, I could
Um,
imagine.
but yeah, luckily the electric car was much better. Um,
Yeah, for me, like everything I was just saying there, like it was my first ever time attending. So I got there the first like on the Saturday. Obviously, I couldn't make the Friday, which I would have loved to have gone to. But on the Saturday, I got there because like I'm not one for traveling because I always get lost. I shit myself if I go like if I'm traveling on my own. I'm like oh my I just come like a nervous wreck. So when I got there for like I think it was like 8:15. I got there and the queues were like already. Oh no, I got there for 8 or like 8:15, and then like the queues were already like, and I was like, oh my god. So I paid for a lot of people. So what like to see the most like I spread it out over both days, and
mhm,
I was seeing the more like, I had like 5 people one day and 4 people the next day, something like that. But the Saturday, I knew I was just going to be queuing all day because they were the bigger names that I was paying for on the Saturday.
mhm,
But so I got in the first person, like it was Nick Castle and Linda Blair. They were the two biggest names that I wanted to get done straight away. So as soon as I went in, my mind just went to mush because I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. So I ran in. I'd seen like all the billboards, and there was one billboard missing. So I was like, "Oh my god, where's Linda Blair?" And I ran all the way down to the other end of the building, like where all the like, eh, all like the like Tim Capello and all that way, and I
mhm.
couldn't see her. And then I went back, and then they'd finally put her name up, and the queue was like all the way down. I could have been like one of the first people in the queue, and I was like, "Ugh." I was like, no. So I was we were waiting for about an hour, and then she turned up 25 minutes late.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, oh my god. I'm gonna waste half my time in this one queue. So anyway, like I got through, I bought an Exorcist. I mean, I made like 2 full videos, like day 1 and day 2. I got like a full Exorcist box set from a charity shop for £4, like showing all like 5 Exorcist films. So anyway, I got talking to her. Like I said, oh, that was the one thing that I found interesting. The people before me, well, like, she was like, oh, I was listening to what they were saying. And she was like, oh, do you want this, like, to you, like putting your, like, you know, what's the word? What's the word? Like autograph to
your name
to,
signed.
yeah, like it's like, oh, would you like your name on it? Or and a lot of the people were like, no, just put your autograph on. And I thought, because like obviously they're going to resell it for like skyrocket values. So she was like, all right. Oh, what's happening? Oh, right.
You cut out for a second.
Yeah, you did as well. So I was like, but when she asked me, I was like, oh, can I have my name on it? It was like, to Anthony. And then she looked at me and then she just started chatting away with me. She put a pen down and just started talking to me. Personalised, that's the word.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, would you like this person? I was like, yeah. So then she just, and then I started talking to her. I was like, oh, because like everyone would be asking her about The Exorcist. You knew, you knew that was like the minute. And then I was like, oh, how did you get cast in Scream? Like I threw that question out at her, and then she was like, oh, like if the question took her by surprise. So then, because like that was like that, I was like a 5-second cameo in Scream as a news reporter. And then she was telling me like the full story of how she got talk, like she knew Wes Craven, how she got talking to him and then like how he put her in there. And then so she seemed like dead happy to talk to me. And then when I went, the next person behind me went, just put your name up, just sign it. So I just looked back and I was like, what the hell? So but then as soon as I got that done, I went straight into the Nick Castle line. I actually got through pretty quick. I think I was waiting. Actually, no, I take that back. I probably did wait about 50 minutes to an hour. But like, I got him to sign my Halloween double feature VHS, and then like I asked him flat out. I was like, look, I'm doing my YouTube. Like I'm doing a YouTube channel. Would it be okay if you did a 10-second intro for me? And he was like, give us an ear. And he did my intro. He was like, oh, hi, this is Nick Castle. You're watching For the Love of Horror. Like, he did it, no issue whatsoever. But then I asked him, I was like, oh, look, I'd love for you to be a guest on it. Like I do the interviews. And he seems so up for doing it. He was like, oh, yeah, I'd be up for doing that. But like, you've got to go through my agent. So you get... Oh, it's started snowing. It's probably coming down here now. Like, is it fine?
It's only like a little bit, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, but like he seemed so up for doing it, and then he was like, "Oh, you need to go through this agency." So I messaged them, but they haven't got back to me. So I was like, but then I asked Sean Clark. I was like, "Oh, because he's good mates with Nick Castle." So I was like, "Oh, we ask him because he seemed like up for doing it," and then he hasn't got back to me. He was like, "I'll ask him," but he hasn't got back to me.
Yeah, they'll probably get so many messages a day.
Oh. But if
I think the snow's killing the internet.
on. I can live. I got. Oh, cool. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can now. I think the snow's killing the internet.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's I'll try and get through this. I'll try and get through as much as I can of the weekend, then we'll cut it just so we don't lose the connection. Yeah. So on the Saturday, I went through like I was queuing for most of the day on the Saturday because I knew that was a lot of the guests I had were big names for the Saturday.
Mhm.
And so like the reason I went this year, like I wanted to go because it was all the Scream cast, and I'm like a big Scream fan. So like I wanted to meet a lot of this, like all the people that were there. So I met them all. Like I met the full Scream cast, and I got them all to sign everything, and then I met. Yeah, like, and then obviously, like, taking loads of photos with everybody on the week, like, over the full day. I did meet Becky, this girl loves horror.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she's in the
I
group
love
chat.
her.
I had a good chat with her. Obviously, I met you for the first time, and I met, what's the name? The Disturbing
The
Dissect.
Disturbing Dissector.
That's it. Yeah, so,
Amy.
like, by that point, though, I was like, I needed fresh air. Like, by chance, I met you outside because I needed fresh air. Because
We
like it
was
was
the
like
same. We was all outside because it was so busy. It was just boiling.
yeah, I'm not a hoodie person, so like when I had a hoodie on, I was absolutely sweating buckets in it. So, but I met Neil from who does the For the Love of Horror podcast on Instagram. Like I managed to get him for a quick interview, like for a couple of minutes. He was happy enough to do that for me, like to go into
I've
the
got
video.
a video of Neil when he was dressed as a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. I was at the after party. He was dressed up
Was
and
it? Oh, was that
dancing
him?
on stage.
I didn't know that was him. I'd seen someone dressed up as that. I didn't know that
Well,
was him.
there was two of them. There was, I think, a lady dressed up as but then at the after party there was two of them on the stage, and one of them was Neil because he came off and took his head off. And I caught him in the video because I was videoing us like dancing, and yeah, it was proper sweating under the Ghostbusters thing.
Right, are you a Scream fan by chance?
Yeah.
Right. So but yeah. So like obviously saying like because like that was the main reason I went. But then obviously I got to meet you for the first time, which was great. I loved having it. Yeah, I loved having a chat with you for. Like it was finally nice to meet you face to face, and then obviously we met. We were talking to the Disturbing Dissector, and obviously then the Palmo situation came up. So like
we're going to Edinburgh in I think January. So I'm hoping I can try one there. They'll have it, right?
Yeah, of course they will. Yeah,
like
everywhere past Manchester as a Palmo.
Okay. Because like we're in the north, but I don't think we have them here.
All right. Yeah, you'll like them. You will like them. It's pretty much it is a nice meal as long as you get the right chips with it. I think if the Palmo's mint, you need mint like proper cooked chips. You can't have like shitty French fries with them. Just won't work. You need like proper solid, thick and cooked chips. Yeah, chunky chips. Yeah. As long as the Palmo and chips are mint, then you're laughing. But yeah, it was nice to talk to her as well. Like obviously when you was left, I had a little chat with her, and I'd met She Coffin, the one who had the big Terrifier wings on. The last who was dressed up as
Lauren Lavera. I do follow her, but I can't
she was dressed up. This Living Dead. I think it was like a Instacount's Living Dead girl or something like that. I can't remember. And she Coffin them to have like a channel together. Okay. I can't remember.
It's hard at the convention because you'll see someone and you'll be thinking like, is that so and so?
Yeah.
Or you're like, you only know someone's Instagram name, you don't know their real name.
Well, I'd seen like I was taught like Missing Goose like messaged me last night saying, "Oh, sorry, I've like missed all your messages because they were hidden away." And I was like, oh, I'm sure I seen you up for the Love of Horror, but I never came over and said hello. And she was like,
She was dressed
oh,
as a
that wasn't.
ghost.
Yeah, she was like, oh, that was me. You should have came over and said hello. I was like, oh, I missed my chance to like say hello. But like, when I was talking to people, a few people like knew me, but like, I think that's just from the people like who I talked to, like you and like This Girl Loves Horror and like Becky and like a few people like that. But I had the Saturday, like I didn't even get to go into the shops on the Saturday because like I was just queuing like all day. But I mean, did you watch the Scream Q&A panel?
This year we didn't see any of the talks, and normally we do, but we was that busy we didn't get to see any of the talks this year.
Oh really? Oh, I might still watch a couple because like by that point my feet were killing me from being stood up all day.
Yeah. Well, it was so busy. It took much longer to get around anywhere. Like getting around because we did our shopping on the Saturday. Just getting around the stalls took half the day because it was so busy. You had to like wiggle around everyone to try and see, and yeah.
Yeah, with the Scream Q&A panel, because like that was the one I wanted to watch more than anything. And everyone who was asking a question, they were just sat down like I am now, and they're like just raising their hands and like with the microphone, like and all that. So like I'm thinking like if they're sat on stage, all they're gonna see is that. It's like the amount of heads that are like sat down, and like you can only just see like a hand getting raised. You're like, well, where's that coming from? So as he was walking past me, I said, hey, yeah, give me the mic. I just snatched it out of his hands. I just stood up. I said, if I'm going to ask a question, I said, you're going to see me. So I just got up and I went, my question is for Jamie Kennedy. And I said, just hang on a minute. So like I put the Q&A on hold. And I just turned to everyone and I said, right, first off, I said, who are you? Mrs. Blockbuster Video. I said, who are you? Mrs. Renting a Blockbusters. And everyone just went, like everyone just like proper cheered.
Yeah.
And then I said, right, I said, this is my question for Jamie. I said, since your character managed to get fired twice from the video store, I said, how in the world did you manage to get rehired a third time? And everyone just burst out laughing. I think I probably stumped him. I probably put him on the spot. He was like, he just couldn't answer it. I was like,
I saw the video.
Yeah, I just thought, if I can catch him out, everyone will like burst out laughing. So and it did. It worked. It's such a fun. But I had Joseph Whipp and Lee Waddell for the Sunday, like to get autographed. But after the Q&A panel, they went back to their stalls, and by that point, everyone was like starting to pack up because it was like 5 o'clock-ish. And I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to take my chance here. I'm just going to take my chance and give it a try. So I went over to them and I said, look, you've got me penciled in for tomorrow to get this signed, but is there any chance I can just get it signed now and you cross me off the list tomorrow? And they were like, yeah, of course we can. So and then like there was no one about, so they did it there. Like they both done it there and then. But so like I was thinking, oh my god, that saved me like probably over an hour and a half queuing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So like it saved me an absolute massive job, and I'm so glad it did as well, because on the Sunday the first person I went to, the big name I had was Jamie Kennedy, and I got there.
It was insane.
Yeah, I got there at 7:30 on the Sunday because I thought I am being first in that queue to get stuck into Jamie Kennedy's line. So as soon as they got in, I sprang straight over. I was first in the queue. They had like a couple of diamond passes that went before me. It was like 2 or 3 people. And then like I went up to him. I said, hello. I said, I don't know if you remember me, but yesterday I was the guy asking about Blockbusters. And he was like, "Oh God, yeah, I remember you." He was like, "Oh yeah, that was a great question." And then he signed my thing, and then I was like, "Look, are you okay to do a 10-second intro for me?" And he was like, "Yeah, give us it here." But I asked everyone who I went up to, like every person who got something to get signed, I asked them all to do like a quick intro, and not one of them could do it. Because
Okay.
even when they had no one at the table, there was no queue. I asked them to do it, and they were like, and then the person sat next to him, no, can't do it, not allowed.
Yeah,
They're not allowed to do it.
it's
And I
because
was
of the
like,
payment issue.
but then I've got Nick Castle, Jamie Kennedy, not an issue. They've done it straight
Mhm.
away without any fight.
Yeah. It,
Like you got two of the biggest people there that are like can do it no problem. I
mhm.
was like, what
It'll
the fuck?
just be because the managers are like, you're not doing anything for free. That's why a lot of them don't do selfies for free.
Yeah.
It's not them,
Oh,
it's the management.
but to be fair though, like Nick Castle and Jamie Kennedy were the two that I wanted more than any of them.
Hmm.
Like as long as I was like, please, like as long as I can get them two intros in, I was like, I will be more than happy. If anyone else does it, then I'm over the moon with that. But luckily, I got them two, and I was sorted. So I was like, plus on the Saturday, like as I was leaving, as I was about to leave, Tim Capello was doing "I Still Believe" warm up act at the end.
Hmm.
So I was like, I'd seen him doing it, and I thought, right, that is getting in at the end of my video. I said, I'm gonna get you to play me out. So someone was just walking past me. I went, "Hey mate," I flung my phone at him. I was like, "Record this." So I was like, "Oh, this is the end of day one. I've got Tim Capello playing me out. What more do you want?" But yeah, like Saturday was such like a midday, and then Sunday I had because obviously I got Joseph Whipp and Sheriff Brackett, Lee Waddell. I got them to sign that I'd had for the Sunday, so that gave me time to just have more of a chilled day and have a look around the stalls.
Hmm.
So like that gave me like more chance to do that. But then, as soon as I got Jamie Kennedy done and someone else, my stomach just absolutely flipped on me. I don't know what came over me. I came down with like such a bad stomach bug, and I was barking all day. And then, as soon as the day went on and on, my head just kept going dizzier and dizzy. I was like, by the end of the day, I was the last day I could have easily left because I mean I had to leave at 4 o'clock anyway because we were getting the 5 o'clock train.
Hmm.
Oh, the 6 o'clock train, should I say? So like I had to leave at 4 no matter what. And my last photo shoot with Joseph Whipp was at 4:45, and
Hmm.
it got to like 3:30, and I was just like sitting on the floor because like I felt that shit. Like I felt absolutely like shit. Like I was like I had nothing in me whatsoever, and like I got up, I took my picture with him, and like I was like, oh thank God, and I was like, right, I'm out of here. So and then it started tanking it down. Like as I was
Hmm.
leaving, I only had a t-shirt, and I was like, oh my God. But like because I was that hot and like I felt like shit, I just like I was happy just to be like absolutely soaked, like
Yeah.
just to get that like coldness on me. And we got home, like I was thrown up when I got back to the Premier Inn. I was thrown up in the toilet. I threw up on the tram.
Oh God.
I
Ooh.
threw up in my mouth, and like I was stopped wasn't for another two stops. And the person sat next to me just looked at me. They're like, "Oh my God, like he's gonna throw up." I'm like,
Oh no.
so like I had to hold
I
it in
hate
my
that.
mouth. I was swallowing it back down, then it came back up, and I was like having to hold it in my mouth until the stops, and like I ran out, spewed up in the bin, and I had to get back on the tram, like dead quick. And then we got on the train. I threw up in the toilets on the train, and we got home, and I was like, we got home at like 8:30, and I was like, right, I'm going straight to bed because I feel like absolute death. So, but I had to get up to take I had to get up to take him to school the next morning, and I slept right through till 7 o'clock. I got up, and I was like, because like I was thrown up through the night as well. I said, I said, look, you have to take him to school. I cannot. I just can't. I need to go back to bed. So she was like, all right. She was like, right, I'll pick him up from school as well. So I went back to bed. It's 7 o'clock on the morning. I woke up at 7:30 Tuesday morning.
God.
I slept right through. Like, I felt like absolute shit. And then Tuesday, I was thrown up again. And I slept again. I slept for loads again. And then I woke up Wednesday and I was like, right, I feel better now. I feel a bit more better. I did my walk. I went and picked him up and brought him back from school. And I thought, oh God, I'm starting to feel like shit again. So I went to work because, like, by this point, right, I'd had nothing from Sunday morning up until Wednesday. I'd had like no food at all. And then I stepped on the scales and I'd lost over half a stone.
Oh my God.
And I know it was so bad. I was like, oh my life. So I went to work. She dropped me off at work. I went in the canteen and I just went like that because I felt like so knackered. I just went like that. I'd only been there 10 minutes. I went like that. And I fell asleep before I was going to start work. So everyone was like, it's proper like waking me up. I was like, oh. Like, you all right? And I was like, you look terrible. I was like, oh. So I managed to get through 2 hours of my shift, and then they sent me home. Because I just couldn't work. So I was so bad. I felt like I felt like absolute shit. But then come the Thursday, I did my 2 hours, and then I came home. I went straight to sleep. And then I had another 10 hours. and then I woke up Thursday and then I was back to normal.
At least you recovered eventually. The first 2 days after horror, we literally just sat on the sofa all day for 2 days because we were so tired. And then the day after that, me and Raven both got like really poorly.
Yeah, you might have caught what I got. You might have got like a bad bug or something.
Yeah, well, we weren't being sick. It was literally just like COVID or like a really bad chest infection or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but then like obviously like when I got better and that, I managed to make both my videos. I got everyone involved in it. Like obviously I got pictures with you, pictures with everyone else. I got Jamie Kennedy, Nick Castle to do my intros. I got what else did I do? And I had an amazing, like, considering it was my first time there, I had an amazing 2 days. But I probably, because how expensive it was, like travel wise, like staying overnight, I probably won't go back for a while now. I think that'll be me for maybe a couple of years.
Yeah, it is really expensive. And they proper put the hotel, like the local hotels, they put the prices well up.
Yeah, they do it everywhere, don't they, for stuff like that. Yeah, for jacking up the price and everything. I mean, if I knew, like, obviously, if I sort of thing, like, I don't have that many mates that are into that kind of thing. So if I had like loads of mates who were like, oh, let's just go down for the day, like park up, just spend 1 day there, and then come back home. Because I mean, it is only like just over 2 hours. If I was going for the day, if I knew someone who loves that kind of thing, then I'd do it every year. Like if they were up for doing it, like if they love that, like I do, I'd do it every year. Because like obviously you'd only be paying for a bit of petrol and your ticket in. You're not paying for trains and overnight stays, and then it'd be worth doing like.
I think the best thing, like making friends online, because I know a lot of people that are friends now go every year, share hotels and stuff. Yeah. But they met on like Instagram and stuff.
See, I need to get. That's one thing that's like I've been letting myself down with, like engaging with like everybody. That's why, like, I wanted you to be a co-host on this channel because I was like, if I find someone, obviously I love the people who I talk to, anyone who I get on here, like I love talking to him. But I just thought, you know what? Instead of me just constantly asking loads of different people to do a live stream after live stream, I just thought, why not just get one person to just do a constant live stream with, and then we can like get to know each other. We can bounce back and forth, talk about everything and everything. And then obviously you agreed. I mean, I put you on the spot, so I'm glad you said yeah when I did. So yeah, so again, I want to thank you for that. But I know I put you on the spot, but
No,
you said
that's
yes.
fine.
So you know, it all worked out in the end for it.
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna have to go in a sec. You
Yeah,
keep like kind of breaking out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right, so I'll tell you what. Right, before we go, what have you got coming up? Like content wise.
Oh, content wise, I'm working my way through screeners. So there was a Grimfest festival in September that I had a few screeners for that I didn't get around to posting because I was so poorly. So I've been catching up with them. I've had a few new releases come through my emails. So Guillotine, my review for that's up now. That's like a historical horror. It's like a satirical comedy, but I didn't think it was very funny. It was more just sad. But that covers like the guillotine from it being created in like 1800s France to like World War II Germany, Iraq, and it's like an anthology of like different little stories. But I've got a few other screeners to check out for different things. I keep getting emails about The Carpenter's Son, I think it's called. It's the Nicolas Cage as Jesus horror movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen a picture of him as like of that. But then again, it's a Nick Cage film, so it might be crazy.
Yeah, it's Nick Cage, so I'm interested, but I don't really want to review a Jesus horror film. Just like I'm not christened anything, but I'm like, is that like an offensive thing?
Yeah, it could go either way. It could go either way.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to touch the Jesus. Like, I know there's a lot of religious horror around exorcisms and stuff, but that's not about an actual religious figure. So yeah, like I'm not a Christian, I'm not anything, but I feel like maybe it shouldn't have been made in general. Like I don't know, just because it's a religious thing and people have beliefs, I'm like, I don't know if it's offensive or not, so it's not for me. But yeah, I've been invited to a premiere in the West End in London for a stage show that's coming out. This is exclusive information because we're not talking about it online at all.
How haven't you started with that?
Well, we've had a bit of a thing booking like childcare because both of her grandparents are away, but I think my partner's stepsister's gonna have my little one. So it's been kind of like not sure if we're going or not. Because I can take a +1, so my partner's coming too, because he'll have to drive us the 8 hours. Because it's going to be 4 hours to London and 4 hours back, so that's a lot.
Right, what's it called? What's this West End thing called?
I think I'm allowed to talk about it. I don't know. But it's the Paranormal Activity stage show.
What?
Yeah.
Right, how are you getting invited to these things? Like, how are they just reaching out to you? Or are you messaging them?
They just emailed me. I get emails for like random,
Why can't I get
random things.
Why can't I get all these offers?
I don't know, if the more you review things, like at one point I only had like one, I think Strike Media was the first. They would email me because of Fright Fest, and then the more things you review for people that send you stuff, the more other companies just randomly reach out to you. So I was shocked at the invite. I was real confused because I saw gala invitation and I was like, what the hell is that? But yeah,
See,
that's
I need to
exciting.
get into all this media stuff.
Hopefully childcare will all be good and we'll be able to go. So that's why I'm like, are you going to drive like 12 hours to London?
No, I mean, make your kid your +1.
Oh, yeah. She can't go. She's too little. But yeah, so I've not really posted about it online because childcare is always an issue.
Yeah.
But hopefully that's the plan, but we'll see.
Oh, I hope that goes well for you then. I know, like, I need to get into all this. I mean, I know I get, like, the, like, interviews.
You get really good interviews.
I mean, I've done, how many have I done now? I've done 10 up to now. But, like, it's only this year that it's, like, proper kicked off, like, my interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did, like, over the last couple of years, I've only done, like, 1 or 2. But, like, this year, it's just been, like, one straight after the other. Like, constantly back to back every other month. I mean, right, so I have an exclusive. We're throwing out exclusives. I've got one. So, next month, if it goes ahead, I will be having on this channel the OG Ghostface Lee Waddell.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That is exciting. So I messaged him. I said, look, we talked. If for the love of horror, I would love to have you on my channel. And he said, message me again in December and we'll do it. So I'm hoping that it all goes to plan. So that is the next big name I'm going to have on my channel.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So
you also hit 4 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why did you start with that?
Why didn't I start with that? We're just throwing bombs here. We're ending on like bomb.
When did you start your YouTube channel?
But yeah, I know what. Yeah, but yeah, is it just Spooky Fox Horror again? Is that what your YouTube channel is called? Yeah. So if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, do, because let's talk about the Dread News, because I've seen you posted a new Dread News up.
The Dread Report, yeah.
The Dread Report, yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, so are you getting back into doing that again?
Yeah, I'm hoping to. Obviously, I've missed today, because we're doing the live.
Yeah.
I've got some written reviews going up today. I was like, I'm just gonna post some written stuff, because I need to. Because I'm watching stuff, I need to watch a chunk of stuff, prep reviews, and then I can like block film stuff. Because I tend to, one day I'll film like 8 videos and then I won't film for like a week.
Yeah. So these videos, are these the shorts that you post on Instagram?
Yeah. In the new year, I do want to get better at posting on YouTube, because last year I started doing like 1 video a week or 2 a week, and then I just completely dropped off. I've not posted anything on YouTube in months.
Yeah, that's the only thing I struggle with YouTube. Like, you've got to have the right like tagline or the right hashtag for the algorithm. It's got to be
really consistent.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, I struggle. I mean, sometimes I've always said if I can hit 100 views, I'm happy. Like, I've always said that. As soon as I hit 100, I'll move on to the next video. But sometimes it's just, unless it's the right topic or the right thing that people are wanting to watch, or me personally, I do it for what I enjoy watching, and like obviously I do things for like what other people are talking about and everything like that. But like, if there's something new, I'll try and review that and everything. But like, personally, I just do it for me, like what I love to watch or what I've watched recently or whatever. But unless it's like the right target or the right like caption or the right hashtag, the algorithm won't pick it up, and like you won't get the views, and it's just such a pain in the ass. I mean,
Mhm.
considering, right, I've hit 4 million views, which I'm over the moon with, by the way. I am still not in at the YouTube program.
Mhm.
So what happens, right? They've got YouTube have like a set list of things that you have to hit to get into it before you can even start making any type of money.
Yeah,
So
it's like, is it 1,000 subscribers and like 5,000 watch hours or something?
so the way they've
It's
done it, right?
hard.
Yeah, so you need 1,000 subscribers. Once you hit that, that's that ticked off. Then you need to post 3 videos every 90 days, or
Mhm.
3 videos a week, or 3 videos a month, or whatever it is. I can't remember what it is. But you need within a year, you need 4,000 hours worth of public watch time, and on your YouTube Shorts, you need 3 million views within 90 days.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's impossible. But if you don't hit that, if you don't hit them 4,000 hours public watch time within the year, it resets it every
Mhm.
time. So, like, I've never even been close to even getting to any of them. So that's why you always see, when you ever watch videos like online of people doing gaming or they're doing live streams, and it's like 3 to 4 hours long a video. That's why, I mean, I haven't got nowhere near the time to do like 3 hour videos like every other day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as well, like, people aren't as interested in long form content anymore. People, because of TikTok, people like 30 seconds or a minute. They
Yeah,
don't want to watch 36 minutes of something.
yeah. That's why I mean, like, with obviously you doing your short reviews, me, like, I've always done like long reviews.
Mhm.
So like, I mean, I've like tried to cut it down between to like, I've always tried to do it between 6 to 8 minutes a review. So like so that's why I don't post, like, obviously you said you've made 8 videos there. Like, well, that's why I only try to do like one video a week.
Yeah,
So like,
see, Instagram penalises you the other way. So if if a video is over 3 minutes on Instagram, they won't push it out to other
yeah,
people. It's literally just whoever's following you, and
yeah,
no one else will see it.
yeah. That's why I only post pictures on Instagram of like, go to YouTube. That's where the video's at. But I mean, I am getting better at like posting announcement videos like on Instagram. Like, obviously
Mhm.
when we're doing live streams off, I've got like a guest on or whatever, like giving people notice, because before then I just used to post it saying, "Oh, go to YouTube. This is on now." And
Mhm.
like, I'm not giving anyone notice to actually like tune in to actually watch it live there and then. But like, I'm getting better at it. Like, I'm getting better at telling people, like, giving people notice. Oh. But but yeah, I think that's everything that we've got to talk about up to now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm thinking
The group
next
chat keeps
time.
popping off, so I keep swiping it off.
And I keep getting loads of Instagram things popping, so I'm like,
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the group chat. So I'm like, go away, go away.
yeah. So I'm thinking, if you can get free next month, like it's sometime in December one morning, shall we do a top 10 Christmas movie countdown ranking?
Oh, absolutely.
Should we do that? So
Yeah.
it can be anything. It can be Home Alone, Die Hard,
Mhm.
any horror Christmas film, Black Christmas, whatever,
Yeah. I'm
whatever you
doing
want.
a little video series on my social medias starting from probably late this week of frightfully festive horror films.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I think, 7 I've got planned. Just a breakdown of 7 horror films that are Christmas themed, starting with Krampus, obviously, because it's Krampus. It's the
Yeah.
best one. And also
Yeah.
Gremlins, because that's my Christmas Eve movie. I always watch
Oh,
Gremlins on Christmas
they've
Eve.
they've announced they're doing a third one, haven't they?
And it's coming out in November, so hopefully that'll be Christmas themed as well.
Yeah, so that'll be. I haven't watched Gremlins in years. Like I haven't seen them. Like, oh God, I can't. It's got to be at least. Fucking hell. Over 20 years since I've seen them.
Me and Raven watched it like 4 times this year. Gremlins.
God. Yeah, I haven't watched Gremlins in at least over 20 years. God. I might have to rewatch it.
Absolutely.
I've never thought about like rewatching them. But yeah, should we book that in for one morning next month doing a top 10 Christmas countdown ranking?
Yeah, I'll let you know when my partner's got his work around.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what morning for me, so just whenever you're free. Right, well, I guess that brings us to the end of our live stream.
Yeah.
So once again, I would love to thank my co-host at Spooky Fox Horror. If you haven't checked her channel out, please do, because she has an amazing content and she is just a great person in general. As always, I am Anthony with Movie Mania. We will be doing loads of more live streams together. Once we get this Christmas one out, we'll have a Christmas break, and then we'll do one sometime in January or whatever. Yeah, we'll get December out the way. Then we'll have Christmas, New Year off. We won't do one then, and then we'll do one in January. And we'll just, we'll see how Christmas was, how New Year was, and everything. We'll talk about everything like that. And as always, I am Anthony with Movie Mania. That's Spooky Fox Horror. Thank you to everyone who has watched, who was going to watch, everyone in the group chats on Instagram. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving both of us. As always, we will see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.